We will not copyright or trademark that. We do not have the rights to this at all. Please do not sue us. Thank you.
Welcome to These Unprecedented Gays, featuring Joe Granelli and Paul Smith. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, and review wherever you stream your podcasts. Check us out on Instagram at tugayspod and email us at tugayspod@yahoo.com. We hope you enjoy. Because, there was a restaurant not too far from the hotel, and I had looked it up already because it was on Diners, Drivers, and Dives, and it was called Joey's Kitchen. And I was like, oh my God, we have to go here, and it's not too far from the hotel.
Did you see Guy Fieri? Was he in Flavortown?
No, and you know what the worst part is I think Guy Fieri is kind of cute in a way.
No, you don't stop. Oh.
I'm like, can I take you to Flavortown?
I don't.
So, but anyway, I like the chunky white guys. That's just who I am. That's my thing. I like potatoes. So we went there, and it's just it's called Joey's Kitchen. And they had two locations, one in Lahaina, however you say it.
What?
Lahaina or Lahaina.
Oh, you got Joey's Kitchen in Lahaina.
And Napoli. And so we went to the one in Napoli.
Napoli?
Napoli?
Napili?
Maybe it's Napili. Maybe it's Napili.
Like what Italians call Naples?
No, I think it's Napili. So
N-O-I-P-I.
Yeah. Oh, like Nepali from Nepal, but not Nepal with an I. Okay, got you.
So we went there, and it's this Filipino Asian cuisine kind of thing, and it was really good. They're their lumpia was delicious. They had a pork adobo fried rice that we didn't get, but their pancit was really good. So the food we had was delicious. So if you get a chance and you're in Maui and you want to get some good Filipino food, go to Joey's Kitchen.
This is where's the Fleetwood Mac restaurant?
It's in Lahaina.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was I feel like we were talking about Fleetwood Mac, and was that in Hawaii or was that in San Diego?
Yeah. So let's talk about, we'll get to the Hawaii trip here. Let's just get through the introduction.
Oh yeah.
I'm Paul.
I'm Joe.
And we're These Unprecedented Gays. And thanks for joining us this week.
Yeah.
So, so
let's get into it.
Let's just get into
let's
this
dive,
week.
Let's snorkel. What else do they do in the water?
We had a really good time in Maui. It was a lot of fun. We did go to Fleetwood's, which is great. Here's the thing.
Okay, tell me.
You don't go to Fleetwood's for the food.
Why?
Their food is okay.
But they have the Fleetwood mac and cheese.
It's good. I didn't have the Fleetwood mac and cheese because they had these bruschettas that had pork belly on it, and it was delicious and huge.
Oh.
And it was really good. And they had these corn and crab fritters, which I wish had more crab in it. But you go for the view because
is it on the beach?
Well, yeah, it's right near the water, and if you sit up top in the on the rooftop, you can see a beautiful view of the water, great sunset place. And then they have a bagpiper who comes out.
Oh.
Because it is he tells us about the whole history of why it makes more sense for there to be a bagpiper there than for you to drink your Mai Tai.
Huh.
But it's such a cool thing to see this bagpiper in right at sunset. Like
in a kilt?
Yeah, in a kilt and everything. And then he'll do different cover versions of songs.
Did he do Rain on Me?
No, I should have, because he goes, anybody get a request? And I'm like, Free Bird!
Oh my God.
And he was like, I'm not doing Free Bird.
No.
Anybody else have any requests? Not cheekiness? And I'm like, oh, hello.
Whichever song he was playing, it sounded like Loch Lomond. They all sounded like
all the same.
Yeah, he was doing We Will Rock You and something else. And we're just okay. Yeah. And it's you're at Fleetwood's and all they play is Fleetwood Mac or Fleetwood Mac songs. So it's
it's almost like you want to go your own way.
Yeah. Well, I was please don't stop.
I only know 3 Fleetwood Mac songs.
I'm all the food, felt like a landslide.
Yes, that's what I was going to go with next. I think that's it.
I don't know why they didn't have they should have used Silver Tequila and then called it Silver Springs.
Huh.
Which is another.
I honestly don't. I think I only know those 2 songs.
Oh, well, So I had my Dole Whip.
Okay.
That was delicious. I had a ton of spam musubi.
Oh, I love spam musubi.
Yes, and it was delicious. Like, even from the corner store, it was just like, Andy's like, I'm going to go down to the store and get some coffee and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, can you grab me a spam musubi if they have it down there too?
It's just so satisfying because it's crispy and like...
Yes. And the rice is soft. And then
they wrap it in the nori.
And the sweet and salty of the soy sauce and everything on there. Oh, it's so delicious.
Good. I discovered that in college and I was like, where have I been?
Right?
It's so good.
So we ended up doing the Route 340 one day, and that's like on the northeast side of the island, I think it is, or northwest side of the island. And it's like sort of like the road to Hana. It's very like...
what's Hana?
So there's a road to Hana, which...
I know there's Ohana. It means family. Thanks, Lilo and Stitch.
But there's a road to Hana, and it's like there's a lot of stops along the way where you can go to the beaches or see different things. But it's basically about... There's parts of the of that road that are just like maybe a car and a half wide.
Oh.
So you kind of have to stop to wait for other cars to go by first, and then you can go by.
There's about 57 one-way bridges. There's about 650 turns on this road. That takes. It's only something like 7 or 38 miles.
Yeah,
but it takes 3 hours to go from beginning.
Wow.
Yeah, and the one that we went on the day before was Route 340, which is on the other side. It starts in like it connects Kahului and Kapalua.
Oh, God bless you.
So we did it. It's like 30 miles, but it takes like an hour and a half or 2 hours for you to get through it all. Because you can only go like 12 miles an hour.
But was it like, did you get motion sickness or like...
So on the Route 340, I didn't. But on Road to Hana, I did. And I don't know if it was because on the Road to Hana, I wasn't driving.
Yeah.
And it was like...
So we did 3 there, 3 back?
Well, we didn't do the whole thing on the Road to Hana. We only did halfway to Hana, and then we came back.
That sounds like an album.
Halfway to Hana. But like, I was so nervous that I took like my hands were when we were on the Road to Hana. I was so nervous that I was squeezing my hands, and 2 of my fingers fell asleep.
Oh.
Now, on this one, the Highway 340.
Oh my god!
Like there were parts where it was just like, this is ridiculous.
Well, are cars coming the other way?
There are cars coming the other way, so there's parts
How do you pass?
There's parts where it's enough space for 2 cars to get by, barely. But there's parts where it's not. We're up on the side of a mountain at one point,
there's like
and we're coming around a corner, and 2 cars are right in front of me. And I didn't know it, and I had to back up on the side of a mountain around the corner. I'm like, Andy's trying to direct me. We had like this freaking 2021 Chevy Camaro.
Okay.
A convertible.
Ooh.
I was like, this thing is wide as fuck. And I'm like, okay. I already don't want to be on here.
But you did it.
Yeah. You know what?
You backed that Chevy.
Okay, I backed that Chevy up.
Woo!
And we got through it, and I was like, I drove the whole time, and I was like, okay, I'm really proud of myself for doing this.
Pat on your back.
Okay. But also I was like, thank God we're done with that. And the next day when we did Road to Hana, I was like, I can't do this. It's so much back and forth and everything. But I mean, the views were amazing.
Yeah.
We also found a little place where we get like fresh sliced pineapple.
Really?
And we were going to try to go to like a pineapple farm, but it was like $75 to go
for a pineapple?
For a pineapple farm tour.
What are you touring?
The pineapple farm where they grow pineapples. Yeah. So we ended up seeing, but there was like this really cool glass blowing place right there, and we happened to walk in right when they were finishing this giant piece. It was like a whale and all this stuff, and we're like watching them as it's on the end of the bar, and it's like a 50 pound piece of glass.
And the guy, heavy?
Yeah, it's that heavy, and the guy's like trying to move it back and forth. It looked like he almost was going to hit the side of the glory hole.
Oh. Maybe I would have known that they're 45 pounds if I finished the series.
Yeah. Maybe if you watched the series, you know. But it was really cool. Yeah, and then we had a good time. The whale watching was so fantastic. We actually saw a mama whale and a baby whale jump up. Yeah, they were all humpbacks.
An orca, a blue.
No, it was just humpbacks. But the guy comes out. He's like, "So what kind of whales do you think these are?" And I'm like, "I hope they're sperm." They were like, okay.
Oh, no.
They were humpback.
Hey, humpback's still fun.
But we saw a ton of whales jumping.
Were they migrating? Or
I don't know. It's just, I guess in January, that's a really busy time for them down there. But it was like, we got really lucky. It was like National Geographic up in this bitch. Like, they were jumping everywhere, blowholes everywhere.
Oh, my.
I was like, it's just amazing.
Did you see their peduncles?
What is a peduncle?
I don't remember what a peduncle is, but when I went whale watching one time, they were like, "Oh yeah, this is a peduncle," and it's like part of the like back or something. And it was
is it like a
peduncle
fin or something?
Yeah, it's like a thing.
Oh, okay, it's like their tail kind of thing. It's a part of their tail. When we got over to the wharf, there were like another party
was
along
it Fisherman's
ours. Yeah, but we had our own boat. So the guy is talking to me.
Okay, fancy bitch.
Oh, we rented it out.
Oh no, this was for the whole.
For the whole, like 42 of us.
Oh, okay.
That were going.
I was like, you and Andy had a boat. Damn, girl.
So we ended up just renting out a boat, a catamaran. And
you were the catamaran.
Like, oh, is this where we're meeting? And I'm like, this is not for you.
Oh, like strangers?
This is a private party. Yeah, like people were trying to get up in our boat. I'm like,
this is not a tour.
I'm going to let everybody else through, and then if I see anybody coming in, I'm going to stop them. But I'm just like, no, this is not for you.
Oh, you were the police.
Yeah.
That Chevy Malibu, whatever, gave you all of the confidence.
But then we get on the boat, and the captain's like playing something like some indie folk music, and I'm like, can I request some music? He's like, sure, go ahead. And I like pull up Spotify, and I'm like, boop, 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 play some yacht rock. Everybody's like, this is the perfect
yacht
playlist.
Rock?
Yeah,
you have a yacht rock playlist.
There's a yacht rock playlist.
Oh my god.
And the first song that came on, of course, was Sailing, which was perfect.
Get it.
But like afterwards, people were like, oh my god, Steve loved that playlist that you had. It was
Who's Steve?
One of the girls' husbands.
Oh.
Yeah. And of course, like the entire time we're in Maui, I'm like obsessed with taking pictures of all the drinks that I had.
We know. We know. Hashtag drinking my way through Maui.
Okay.
I loved it. I was living for you. I'm really happy.
And it was like, I even had that Mai Tai shake, and I was like, oh, this is good, actually.
They all looked really cool, like very colorful, very tropical.
Yeah. So how was your week?
Not as fun as yours. No, yeah, I mean, I've just been alive, That's been my week. Okay. I don't think.
Okay. Well, then we can get into our next segment,
yes,
which we love. All right, so it's time for what's giving us life. What are we loving? What are we living? What are we doing? It's time for mouth to mouth. Mouth to mouth resuscitation. All right, Joseph, what are you obsessed with?
Okay, 2 things. I'm glad you asked. So, I got a cheese grater for Christmas, and I didn't realize that the prepackaged
a box grater or
a cheese grater.
Like is it box size or is it like a
it's
a plane? Okay. Box. I love how you're like Nick's like going, it's a box, but you're doing the jerking off motion up and down, and I'm side to side.
I was doing this.
In circular motion.
Well, you shred down and you gotta So, but I never realized that when you shred cheese on your own, it's so much better than buying pre-shredded cheese.
Oh, it tastes so much better.
Thank you. So I'm obsessed with shredding my own cheese right now.
Are you obsessed with cutting your own cheese?
Girl, I cut the cheese. I cut the cheese every day.
But it's a lot of work though too.
Well, I don't use a lot of cheese. Well, I mean, I use a lot of cheese, but I had a cheese roll up today because it's what's what I would get at Taco Bell, and it's basically a tortilla with cheese. You melt it and you roll it up. And so, but it's just so much better.
I'm glad you explained what it was because I wouldn't have figured it out on my own. What a cheese roll up.
So this cheese roll up. But I think that they put something extra in the Taco Bell one, a flavor or something.
Probably some hot seasoning or something. Yeah.
But it's good. So that's one. And then my other one, I'm obsessed with the song Shake Your Groove Thing.
By Peaches and Herb?
Yes.
Okay.
So I have no idea why, but it just got stuck in my head, and then I was like, ooh, I need disco. And so I have there's a 70s disco playlist or whatever on Spotify, and it is so good. And so I'm just listening to Shake Your Groove Thing on repeat. And then it reminded me of the lip sync with I think it was Down Under, Electra and Coco Jumbo.
I think so, yeah.
And I was just I'm okay with this.
Or every time I hear it, it reminds me of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's what I get from it. Because it was like a huge part of their like the movie. So it was like, oh.
So yeah, those are my two.
Okay. Well, I was obsessed with our trip to Hawaii.
As you should be.
And I was also obsessed with like Centaur World, which I think I talked about.
That still
already.
sounds like porn. Like, oh, I'm into bestiality. I'm into Centaur World. Right?
And I was very obsessed again with like spam musubi and just like eating as much as I could.
Yeah, you're on vacation.
Yeah. And it was like, okay. So now that we're done with mouth to mouth, I have to tell you this, and I'm really upset about this, and I didn't get to tell you, Andy, but I'm going to tell you right now.
Oh, this is live from the presses.
We stayed at the Ritz-Carlton in Kapalua. In front of the Ritz-Carlton, there was a little shop called Kanalua.
Okay.
And we would go there every morning and get like breakfast and coffee.
Did you have Kona coffee?
No.
Oh.
Andy got his princess coffee every morning because that's the light blend.
He made sure to point it out every time. Here's your princess coffee. I
like it light. Yeah.
So, but I didn't know this, but like if you save your receipts on the last day that you're there, you can give them all of your receipts and they'll add it up. And if you, depending on how much you spend, you get different things for free at that store. So, like, if you're going to Maui and you're over there and you're doing this,
receipts.
Do that. Because I was like, I could have gotten a free mug. I could have gotten, with the money we spent
you could have gotten a shirt that said, I got laid.
Yes.
Man. Missed opportunity.
Exactly.
So if you're out there, listeners, and going to Hawaii, save your receipts.
So there are a couple of things I want to talk about before we get into
let's do it.
Our subject for this week.
See.
But first of all, so they started the vaccine trials for HIV. And the first injections happened.
And this is the vaccine to prevent it, right?
Correct. And so that's great because it's like, okay, if there's something good that's come out of COVID and everything, it's the fact that, Well,
because that's the way to not eradicate, but to get rid of the disease is if everyone is vaccinated, then it can't get passed.
Right. But I thought that was great because that just happened, I think, on the 31st of January.
Do you happen to know which pharmaceutical company made that?
I don't. I'm sorry. Our fact checker will get on that Moderna? Right now for us, but as he's looking for that.
Is it?
It's a Moderna.
Moderna.
Oh.
So
good
there you go.
You, Moderna.
All right. And then before we get into what we really want to talk about, Denmark and Norway have lifted all of their COVID restriction
Well, it must
protocols.
be nice for them.
Right, because they're now considering it an endemic instead of a pandemic.
Well, that's good for them over there because it's still a pandemic here.
Even though their cases are still on the rise, they're like, oh, well, it's not affecting our hospitals. Nobody's got serious stays in the hospital anymore. And I only think France is about to do it too.
Well, but how are we in relation to that? We're not that far.
You know what? I think I'm not sure what their vaccination numbers are for the country and stuff like that. But, it's like Canada. It's like they're having issues right now, too, with protest. But then again,
they are locking down again.
Right. But it's also because of there's Nazis there, too. But,
In Canada?
Well, you didn't see it. There's this whole, trucker convoy who, shut down basically the capital
of Canada?
I think so. It's Ottawa or something like that. Mm-hmm. And basically shut it down because they're blocking all the streets and everything. And people are protesting. And it's okay, you can protest, but you don't have to associate with Nazis. If you're associating with Nazis, then you're probably a Nazi.
Mm-hmm. One would think.
You would think. So anyway, I just thought that was interesting to talk about, to bring up and stuff. So, do your homework, people.
Yeah.
But, okay, so we talked about this on the last episode because we hit a whole Drag Race thing.
Oh, yes.
Drag Race UK versus the World came out.
It did.
And now I'm upset because this is going to come out and 2 other people would have got home by now. But, people are sending death threats and racist comments to Pangina.
But that's the fandom. The Drag Race fandom is toxic AF.
Right.
Uh-huh.
They are. And especially when it comes to queens of color.
Yep. Uh-huh.
It's so difficult.
Asia O'Hara has experienced a lot of hatred. And she's been really vocal about it. And it sucks because I'm that's what are we people doing? Why?
Well, and also this whole thing starts off and it's it's already giving me Manila and Naomi vibes. You know, when people gave so much shit when Naomi kicked.
It's a game.
Exactly. And I'm like
it's also produced as, like, it's a produced reality television show.
Right. Get over it.
Nothing is real.
It's a competition, too. Yeah. Like, you need to get rid of people. And it's like, she had two choices, Lemon or Janae Jacquet.
Yeah.
And it's like, when you look at it, at the both of them, like, Lemon was going to be the one to kick off because there was another person there from Canada. But also, if you look at it, I don't think Lemon's grown that much.
And when she did exactly what Aja did on hers.
Well, she did Aja. She did just like everybody else did, which was sing and dance. And they're like, well, Jujubee's done the same thing every single time. And I'm like, Jujubee sings an original song, and she actually sings.
Yeah.
Like,
she's also contractually obligated and, like, bound. She will be on Drag Race until she dies.
They've taken her soul.
Yeah. Her contract says until perpetuity. What is it called? Perpetuity. Perpetuity.
Pepperidge Farm.
Ooh, give me Milano.
But it was like, I did see somebody who was like, Jujubee over the years, because I was like, I told Andy, I was like, God damn it, if Jujubee shows up in a black dress, and she did, and it was like, people had like the 4 different entrance looks of Jujubee, and they were all like
the same.
And it was like, you know, the first one was like, oh, I work at the mall. The second one is I'm a manager of the store at the mall. Oh, I manage the mall. And then this one was the one for Drag Race UK versus the World was like, I own the mall.
Oh my God.
I thought that was hilarious.
Serving mall realness. I think Jujubee is definitely there because she's a fan favorite. And she is talented, but it's just like, there's not, I was wanting more from the talent show because I was like, what? And it seemed like not everyone got the same amount of time.
Right.
Like some, it was like, oh, we're done. Okay.
But I love how they were like, we're probably going to see a lot of dancers in this. And I was like, yeah, probably. And like, who are your favorites so far?
Pangina. I mean,
yes, we love her.
I thought the way that they were editing it, like she wasn't going to do well, and I was like, oh no, she's doing well.
Yeah, and I love Blue Hydrangea because I love what she did with her talent.
Yes,
like that was interesting and was cool, something you hadn't really seen a lot of. Yeah, so I was like, okay, that's cool.
But everyone else, I'm like, meh.
And Bag of Chips, no. Like she is trying to work that much better. Like, as much as she possibly can.
Yeah.
And I was just like, girl, come on now.
I mean, I think they could have probably picked a better cast.
And if you had done a drinking game where every time Baga said much better or Cheryl Hole said mediocre, like, you would be totally sloshed before the end of the episode.
Yeah. It's like when they do a drinking game to this show and I say, I don't know that.
So, whose fashion did you love?
I did... Jimbo's actual like runway look was good, but
my god, his runway look was like, amazing.
Needed makeup on the face, like.
But like, I loved it. But then when he was in the lip sync, he looked like a walrus when he took off whatever else was supposed to be on his head, and it was just like the mask with the black. I was like,
I was just like really underwhelmed.
Yeah,
like I was hoping that this was going to be like All Stars of the World, but it wasn't.
But Monique Hart's outfit, I thought. With her runway presentation was gorgeous.
Yes. Yeah.
And her makeup was on point and everything.
Didn't like her, what's it called? Her, like, talent. I was like, what is this?
It was sort of like a funk kind of thing.
But are you being Tina Turner? Like...
I think something like that. And then at least she was, like, singing. But, like, with her and Baga, they were singing, but the backing track
it, like,
was
echoed.
Too much.
Well, and she was singing through a synthesizer.
Right.
So it was
whereas Jujubee was just singing. Like, she was singing, like... and. Okay, so Baga's like look was supposed to be like she was supposed to be the Oscars, and Andy's like, why is she holding a sword if she's supposed to be the Oscars? So like we had to look it up, and I'm like, it's holding a sword. Like,
the Oscar?
Yeah.
None of the judges realized that.
Exactly.
Wait, the Oscars have a sword?
Yeah. So the statue is an all gold statue, bald head,
Mr. Oscar,
right? But he's holding like either a sword or something in his hand.
Yeah.
Right. Oh. That's a good segue. His penis, because we're going to talk about penis this week.
Dick.
Schlong.
Member.
Wang.
Oh, God.
Schmeckle.
Thing.
Schmeckle? Johnson.
Wanka.
Meat and potatoes.
I never got that one. Are the potatoes the balls?
Twiggy two berry.
Are the potatoes the balls?
Yes.
And the meat, is it ground beef?
I don't think it's ground beef. Well, maybe for John Wayne Bobbitt, right? Who got his penis. I always wondered, did it work again? I guess so, because he was in a porno. All right, so we're going to talk about penises, one of our favorite subjects. At least for me, I know you don't really enjoy them.
Well,
I mean, you enjoy them in
me, yes.
But you just want to look at them.
Yeah, you know what? Some things like natural beauty is better felt than seen.
You don't think that penises are?
I think like, since I have one, I'm just like, yeah, okay. Like, cool.
Yeah, but there's so many different
there's
types.
a variety for
there's
sure.
There's like a plethora of penises.
I will say though, like different like geometries, you know, and then there's different like we'll get into the world population.
Right.
Yeah.
So I will say, okay, so I was like looking at some of this stuff on there.
You were doing research.
I was doing research on penis. Okay.
You were looking at anatomy.
You Googled penis.
Yeah, and there was so much information. But the average size of a penis is between 5.1 and 5.5 inches.
Erect?
I guess. I don't know.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh. The globally?
So I guess.
That
now I don't know. I don't know if it's globally or if that's U.S., but I was just reading online and that was what it was.
Really?
That's what it was saying. But it didn't say anything about like girth.
Yeah.
So now, are you a girthy or a lengthy?
Are you asking about my personal
No, what you like?
I was like, wow.
If I was asking about your penis, I'd just ask Nick.
It's a probing investigation.
Paul, the answer is I'm Italian.
Let me look and see what the chart says about what the average size is for Italy. Don't you have an extra large sausage that you were delivering along with the pizzas?
Ooh. I'm also 6 feet, so, you know. What was the question?
Are you more into length or girth?
I'm a Goldilocks stick. Because it can't be too thick and it can't be too long. Because if it's too thick, like, it's not going in. And if it's too long, then it's like, that's going to hurt.
Okay, so have you ever dated a person who was too long?
I think my first boyfriend definitely had, there was length to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But were you able to...
I mean, I did. There was, you power through. Oh my God, we were watching, I forget what we were watching. Oh.
Porn?
No. We were watching The Woman in the House Across the Street from the Girl in the Window.
Oh, I want to watch that.
It is so weird, but there's a sex scene, and I turned to Nick and I was like, they don't need lube? And I was like, oh yeah, the woman, it's a girl, there's like natural lubrication.
Well, but even the guy could be adding natural lubrication because he could be a leaker.
True. Well, that doesn't work for gay men.
Oh, you're just not trying hard enough. I mean...
Can.
I mean, it can. I mean, depending on the guy who's leaking. I mean...
Girl, that's a lot of leaking. People leak that much. Maybe it
is.
People do that much leaking.
They do that much. Haven't you ever heard of hyperspermia?
No, what is that?
Hyperspermia.
Is that when they've had too much sugar?
After jerking off sugar.
That's when it's so cold they have to cut your penis off.
No, I don't want that.
Hyperspermia is when people produce too much sperm. Oh. So when they ejaculate, it's like a fire hose going off.
Wait. Is there ever too much sperm?
Yes. I mean...
Yes, always.
If you're not prepared, you could drown. Or, depending on what you're trying to do. But also, okay, so going back.
So length and girth, I mean, yeah, a Goldilocks, like the perfect size.
Okay, so you dated someone who was a little long. Have you ever dated somebody who was too girthy?
No, but I vividly remember this guy. He lives in South Park. And like we went and got pizza and was a date. And he was like, oh, well, you can stay the night. And I was like, I'm not doing anything with you because I am like... I'm not that type of boy. And then like the next morning, morning happens and he's like, do you want to go for it? I was like, okay. And he like whips this thing out and it was like a beer can. It was like, I was like that. I was like, I respectfully decline.
That's a no for me, dog.
I appreciate the offer, but I'm gonna have to deny it. Like, I was like, I don't need to have surgery to like be able to hold things in.
I want to be able to do this stuff on my own.
Yes! On my own terms. I
don't want to, people go, do you need to go to the bathroom? Depends. So, I actually dated a guy, and I don't know if you'd say, I guess it would be dated.
Is this the one that you like went down on him and you threw up on him in the car?
No, that's a different one. But this one, I met when I was in Orlando, and he was visiting from Dallas, and we had a meeting at his hotel room and stuff like that, and he said he was a bottom, and I'm like, okay. So, but he had a huge penis, and it was like, good God, it was like thick. We ended up, like, the whole week that he was there, we ended up hooking up quite a bit and, like, hanging out and stuff like that. And so finally on the last day, he was like, I think I want to try topping. And I was like, okay.
You're like, me or someone else?
I know. I'm like, let me see how much lube I have. Trying to get, like, Crisco, olive oil, all that kind of stuff. Just, I'm like, we're going to see what this is going to work or not. But, no, I use regular lube, but I use, like, olive oil.
Have you ever?
I've used other stuff besides lube to kind of like soap and shampoo,
coconut oil,
and
shampoo.
What was it?
Coconut oil works.
Coconut oil. Okay.
Shampoo. I feel like that would hurt.
Well, we're in the shower, so.
But for the person who's getting penetrated.
Well, it didn't burn or anything. It was all
natural.
natural.
It burned for them? Oh, was it organic shampoo?
Yes, exactly.
Ew, fuck that. Cruelty-free. Part plus.
So anyway, so we tried it, and like not even 15 seconds in, he, enjoyed himself. And then the next day, he's like, I want to try it again. I think I'm on top. And I'm like, hold on, quick, Draw McGraw. Like, we're going to need to calm down here. Like, I can't do this.
15 seconds?
Yes.
I mean, if it's a big thing, then it doesn't hurt.
It still hurt. I was like, yeah, it still hurt. I think there was a little bit of blood. I know it's gross. I know, but you have to talk about this kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. It still happens.
It's not a movie. There Will Be Blood.
Mm-hmm. I think so. Yes.
It was about Paul's bottoming journey with the bottom of big dick, featuring Martin Scorsese.
Directed by Martin.
Oh yeah. No, who's the guy in Taken? Clint Eastwood.
Oh, Liam Neeson.
That one. Yeah. There Will Be Blood, featuring a screenplay adaptation of Paul's Bottom Journey, played by Clint Eastwood.
All right, so you're not a huge. We already know you don't like sperm, so obviously,
no. I don't mind. Again, inside, that's fine. Come on in, and then there you go. And I'm like, thanks for the deposit.
But has anybody ever tried to Superman you?
What's that?
Where they like do it on your back and then throw a towel on there? Okay.
No, ma'am.
Do you... Okay, then let me ask you this.
Ask away.
So, depending on the size of the person, do you get kind of like excited when they do that in you and you can feel it?
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
So, you really enjoy when it's a good sized penis that fits you perfectly. And
it has to be like a little curvature, because it gets the right geometry.
Oh my God. I want to talk about that too, because Nick sent that like website that had the different.
Nick
send? He sent a dick pic. No, he sent that website where they talk about the different shapes of penises and the best sexual positions for those penises.
Is it curved upward?
So there's a couple. There's curved upward and stuff like that. But we'll get back to that. I'm going to put a pin in that, and we'll get it back to it.
You're going to put a penness in that.
No. Now, how about, like, orally? Do you enjoy a larger penis, or do you just not?
I am not a giver of oral, really.
Because you don't like to look at penises?
No, it's just not my cup of tea. Like, I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but like, I don't know. I am like a pillow princess. Like,
so are you, like, is it because of the taste?
No, it's not the taste. I mean, I'm not like, meh.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Okay, ask away.
Do you, as a bottom, there's stuff that you prepare for?
I don't prepare.
Okay, good.
No.
Because I don't put a lot of work into that either.
No, bitch, listen. I feel like everyone's like, I need to like clean out. No.
This is an adventure, bitch.
Look, you're entering an exit only, and there are things that come out. And no amount of cleaning is going to make it super clean. And I also want to eat throughout the day, and if you love me, it doesn't matter because there might be doo-doo on the dick, and it's fine.
Okay, well, I don't understand what you just...
I don't know.
You didn't enunciate, but that's okay. Like, listening to the Micro Machine Man,
Who?
The Micro Machine Man?
What's that?
Did you ever watch those commercials when you were younger where, like, the Micro Machine guy, he was, like, the speed talker? Mm-mm. Oh, those are my favorites. But, so, like, and it's a big butt. So, like, do you want the top to also prepare? Like, do they need to clean down there? Like, do they need to wash up first? Because sometimes people are like, I just like the smell down there.
Well, I mean,
or it does have a funky taste sometimes.
Hygienic, then it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, at least if you shower once a day, it should be good.
It should be good. But, you shake and maybe you don't shake so well, and then you put it back in your pants.
Oh, shake, rattle, and roll.
Yeah.
Shake your groove thing.
Or what if they have too much hair down there? Have you ever had that situation?
It's fine. I'm not going to put it in my mouth. So, like, again, it's great. It's just like, yeah, out of sight, out of mind. And then, boop, I mean, hair, what are you doing? It's like, ooh, a little tickle on your butt.
So, like, do you shave down there?
I trim, yeah.
Okay.
I'm tight and white.
I find it very difficult because I'm always afraid I'm going to, like, cut my penis.
Okay. Valid fear, and I have done that a handful of times, and it is more mortifying because, like, I use, like, an electric trimmer.
Uh-huh.
And, like, there have been times where, like, the skin down there is very, like, sensitive, and, like, I have, like, gotten it in the wrong, like, angle, and, like, took a chunk of skin out. Yeah.
I've done that too.
And then I had to, like, put a Band-Aid on it.
Oh, yeah.
And then you, like, go in the shower, and then it hurts, and it stings because it's, like, water on the blood, and it's, like, blood all over the, like, shower, and it's, like, not that big of a cut, but it's, like, bleeding.
Well, yeah, because it's, like, just strictly blood, basically.
Yeah, yeah. So I've done that probably 15 times.
That's a little more than a handful. Whose hand are you using? Hagrid's from Harry Potter?
Yeah. You're a wizard, Harry. Or was
Oblivious pubis.
Or is it you're a hairy wizard?
Okay. So,
but okay, what about your? Okay, answer the questions for you.
What? Like, do I shoot?
No. Like for like oral and everything. I feel like you are.
So I'm an oral person, and not so much lately for some reason. I think it just because it's not.
Okay.
I don't know, but like when I do it, I'm okay. I actually like. This is gonna sound weird. But
no,
I like a manly scent.
Yeah, a musk.
A musk. Yeah. And I'm very attentive to the balls too.
Oh.
See, I like low hangers also because I like to put them in my mouth.
Oh my.
Yeah. So I'm very attentive down there. But I also don't like it when they're too hairy because I don't like getting it stuck in my throat.
See, yeah, and that you can get like a pube in your tooth.
Yeah, or pube in your tooth, or pube in your throat. Oh. And that's the worst because
you're like, Yeah,
I know. Nothing sexy about trying to go down on somebody and go, hairball. But I also don't want, like, because I've been with people who I had, like, okay, I'm going to need you to wash up down there for a second. Well, because they also, like, if you have a lot of pubage down there, that's going to hold scent.
That's true.
Yeah. So... and it's like, I feel like
yeah, I mean, I don't think I've ever had a bad experience where I'm like, oh, that's rancid.
Well, I mean, I dated a guy who, had an uncut penis, and I was like, you need to clean that up because it was like hot garbage at one point. I was like, you have schmegma, and that's not cute.
Some goat cheese.
All right, so let's talk about, like, have you ever dated somebody whose, like, penis was beautiful? Like, you just wanted to look at it? No, you don't like penises, so that.
Well, I mean, no. I mean, I can appreciate a like very anatomically, like
Aesthetically pleasing.
Aesthetically, like it's giving the right like aesthetic, right? Like it's a vibe.
It doesn't need a filter.
Yeah.
But you take the dick pic.
I mean, I'm not like I may not be like, yeah, dick, but I'm like, that's a nice penis. So yeah, I mean, I've dated some guys who have like decent, nice penises. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen one that like scared me. Have you?
I don't, I haven't had one where it was like the penis was there and then, the angels started singing and it was just lights and everything. It's not like that. But like there have been ones where I'm like, you have a real, and I've actually said to people, I'm like, you have a really nice penis.
Have you told anyone that don't have a nice penis?
No, I don't want to be like that person. Because I could have told that to somebody who had a micro penis, but I was like, okay.
Okay, no, you need to tell me more about this situation. A micro penis? Like how?
It's tiny, yeah.
Like a thumb?
It's a little bit shorter than a thumb.
Stop it.
Yeah.
How did you, what did you, okay, give me everything.
Did you
flick it? You just like do the little finger like.
No.
What do you do?
You still go down on it. You can still do all that stuff. It's just.
Does it? Like.
It's kind of like flossing, I guess.
Did it finish?
Yes. And there wasn't a lot, but
I'm like imagining this like tiny little thing. Is that like?
It's probably like 3 inches hard. So it's okay, but it's like
it's not gonna do anything,
right? It's not gonna do anything. You're not gonna top me. This isn't the ant and the elephant right now.
You're gonna try and you're not gonna succeed.
But I did date someone who when I first had sex, I was just like, you have a really nice penis, and he kept it really nicely shaven and stuff like that. And
what makes it a nice penis?
I think it's. He got lucky with the shape of the shaft.
Okay.
So it was thick and it was a little bit thicker at the base and
like a triangle?
Not really a triangle, but it was you could see that it started thick at the base and then got a little bit thinner, but not too much. And the head was always really shiny.
Oh.
I don't know how he did that.
Shiny?
So when it got engorged, it was very shiny on the knob. And I was like, that's so pretty. It's like a jewel. I felt like what was it, Harrison Ford, Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Oh my God. Did you stone that dick? But how? Dick?
I don't know, but it was just that's what it felt like. So, all right. So, are you do you enjoy guys who are sensitive during sex if they have a sensitive head or something, or do you have a sensitive
Now I will
head?
say that is a fun thing to do because sometimes they might have like you said the head is the most sensitive and you mess around with that and kind of drive them crazy,
especially uncut guys because their heads are really sensitive, so it's always use a little teeth here, grazing and stuff like that. Oh, when you're using oral.
Dude, what are you biting?
I'm not biting, but every once in a while you're just you just take your teeth out and you just graze it a little bit.
You take your teeth out. I imagine you take
like grandma putting it in my cup beside the bed.
And then he just
okay, son, and
then you just gum it. Oh my god! Oh my god! Please, whenever if you ever lose your teeth, just
so
wait, hold on, backpedaling. So that is the only thing I think of is people with sensitive heads. But can you think of anything else that drives guys crazy?
For me, depending on the guy, and I always again, I always tell people I'm open communication is fine.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about what you like, what you don't like, and stuff like that. Some guys I've known really liked it when I would just take my tulips and run up and down the shaft.
You put flowers
underneath.
on their penis?
Do what?
You put flowers on
Oh,
their
God.
penis?
The tulip.
Take your teeth out.
Look over there.
But, like, some guys like that. And it's, on the shaft.
Just lips?
Because, that, like, for some guys...
corn cobbing.
Yeah. But it's just the lip. Because... I know.
He just what is that, like, reenacted? No, what's that called?
Dramatization.
Yeah. Man, you guys need to start, like, a movie company, because we have Clint Eastwood as Paul and his bottom dirty, and then Andy's, like, the interpreter.
And Pandy's Candy and Porn.
Yeah, there you go.
Pandy's Porn.
There you go.
Porndies.
We're going to do it. But, like, because the penis is just basically blood and nerves, like,
And it's tissue,
Yeah. So, and I always thought that was weird that they would call it a boner, but there was no bones involved.
Yeah.
It's just tubes in there that basically...
Well, and when you have an erection, I think it's actually when your penis is relaxed.
And can you, like... Did you know that you can fracture your penis?
Yes. 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 And I don't want to.
Yes.
Yes. I, like, anything downstairs, like, any, like, pain, any, like... stuff down there, like, I can't.
I'm always like, I wonder what would happen to somebody if they actually fractured their penis. Like, how long do you have to be out for that when you fracture your penis?
And do you get a cast? And can people sign your cast? Hey everybody, I have a cast. Oh, what did you break? My dick. I broke that dick.
4 to 6 weeks.
4 to 6 weeks to...
Holy crap!
Like, you can't have sex or get hard.
But anything. Like, okay, like, I mean. You can't get hard, but, like, what if you accidentally get hard? Like, how do you prevent that?
I don't know. Like morning wood.
Yeah.
So have you been with a lot of growers or showers, do you think?
Combination of the two.
Okay.
Yeah. I would say there have been definitely guys where it's like, ooh, please don't get bigger. And then there are some that's, like, pleasantly surprising. You're like, oh. Once you pop, the fun don't stop. But, like, yeah. What's your preference?
So, I don't really have a preference, but for me, myself, like, personally, I am a grower, not a shower. Yeah. Because, so funny story that happened when we were in Hawaii. Oh, no. So I go to the bathroom to go, and I'm still on my phone, so I just sit down and I'm like, what?
You're playing your mafia game.
Right. Which I don't play anymore.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because after the money episode, we realized that I spent too much money on that game.
You buy stuff?
I bought in-app purchases. It was ridiculous. Yes, so
How did you find out about that?
We did the Truebill thing, and Andy's like, what is with all these, like, charges on Apple? And I didn't realize it. Like, I was spending that much money.
But that's how they get you.
Yes, exactly. That's how they get you.
You've been a victim, Paul.
I know.
Oh, my God.
Anybody's been victimized by...
Apple.
Like...
in-app purchases.
Idol Mafia. Let me know.
Wow.
So anyway, so I'm on my phone, and I'm like, I go to sit down on the toilet and stuff. And like I said, I'm completely naked. I'm a grower. So... when I go to the bathroom, I have to make sure if I'm sitting down on my pee, I have to push my penis down. So, but I didn't do that this time. And I finish doing what I got to do, and I get up, and I'm like, what's all this on the floor? I had peed on the floor.
Were you, like, intoxicated?
No. It was just like, because I'm a grower, when I'm soft, it doesn't point down. It kind of just, like, points outwards and stuff. Yeah, so it was like, and I didn't realize that it was going underneath the seat, between the seat and the actual, like, bowl itself, and it was pouring out onto the floor.
Oh no! Housekeeping.
I'm like, oh my God, and I'm like freaking out. So I'm like taking all these towels and I'm like trying to clean it up and everything, and then I'm putting it off to the side, and then I finally had to tell Andy because I just didn't want him to like go in there and like smell something weird because I had asparagus the night before.
Oh no! That is the best part of this story. So, asparagus piss all over the place.
He was like, I kind of figured something happened because there were a lot of towels on the floor, and you don't usually do that. You usually recycle your towels at least for another day.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, yeah, so there's that. So yeah, I'm a grower. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a history because when you do emojis and you're texting and stuff like that, we all know what the emoji is for penis, right?
Eggplant.
Yes. So where did that come from? I'll tell you, Joe. So the eggplant emoji debuted in 2010.
Oh.
Only been 12 years. Can you imagine that?
Only?
I know. It was used as early as 2011 to mean penis. In the March of 2014, Jesse Hill on Twitter.
Who's Jesse Hill?
He was a performance artist, and he was on Twitter, and he translated Beyonce's Drunken Love using only emojis. And he used eggplant as Jay-Z's penis.
Oh, ground on that wood surfboard.
So Eggplant Friday, hashtag Eggplant Friday started on Instagram and other social media sites. And then people would use it to mean certain things when paired with other emojis. So like if you saw eggplant with like drops of water, that meant ejaculation.
Skeet.
Yeah. Or if you saw it with a peach, that meant...
But...
Yeah.
Right?
Or
Isn't
even a
it
donut. Like you want... Peach could mean either vagina or butt, but more of a female. You would do it with female, whereas a donut is more...
Is it a butt?
Male.
Have you ever put your penis in a real donut?
No.
I don't think I have.
You?
No, but I...
Are you thinking about it?
An Entenmann's.
I really love this Entenmann's.
It's a great penis in it. Great, yeah, I'm gonna screw the donut.
It's a new level of Boston cream.
Would you eat it after? Is the question. Yeah.
No.
I would. Yeah.
Well, just like
you never waste an Entenmann's.
Would you serve it to people?
Oh my God.
Don't.
This one's glazed.
That's like in The Help when she shits in the pie.
Oh God, yeah. So there are certain foods that can help you stay erect and help sustain erections.
Okay.
Do you want to know a couple?
Is it like, are those what are they called? Oh my God. Aphrodisiacs. Is that it?
No.
Oh.
Because that would be like oysters and stuff that get you in the mood.
What is that though? Like, is that like, does it make you horny or something?
I think it like makes you think of having sex or something. I don't know what the whole thing of oysters is.
Is chocolate one?
Chocolate, it is an aphrodisiac, and dark chocolate helps you sustain erections and helps you get erections.
So what's the list though?
So it's on a definitive list. There's a couple of them, but like watermelon.
Oh, I don't like watermelon.
Coffee.
I can do that. Yeah.
Dark chocolate.
Okay.
And salmon.
Salmon?
A salmon.
Salmon?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Salmon.
Going swimming upstream.
I guess so.
Not salmon?
Yeah.
Weird.
Can help you stay erect and sustain stronger erections.
So. Maybe it's the omega-3 fatty acids.
Maybe.
Or the DHP or something.
Have you ever used anything that can help you get larger or
I don't
stay
have
hard?
that problem.
Oh. Okay, excuse me.
And there's no shame. This is gonna sound so bad, but there have been times that I've been with guys and they're like, "Oh, like I'm really nervous. Like, oh, like I can't get it up. I'm really nervous." And I'm like, "If you want it, like it's all yours, but like you're gonna have to show up. Like, get it hard. Like, come on." Because I'm like, I'm clearly not an issue here.
Because I'm ready.
Let's go.
But like, have you ever taken anything or done anything that would help make it larger?
I'm scared. Larger?
Yeah.
No, I think those things scare me, like a penis pump.
Like a penis pump.
Because like, I feel like I don't know, like pumping anything on your body, I'm just like,
well, there's also lengtheners that you can use. Like you can use it and put it on there like overnight.
Oh.
Yeah. There's one called a phallus.
Is this a surgery?
No, it's an actual...
Oh my God!
It's an actual thing, and it can help you do...
a torture device.
It can actually help you do 3 things. It can help with enlargement, extension, and straightening. So it's like kind of like with your hair.
And if you pay shipping and handling, we'll send you a second one free.
But
that does not look like it's a comfortable.
No. But like, have you ever been with somebody who had like a cock ring or something?
Yes.
Okay.
They're where they like that. That's the thing that like you like it like cuts off the blood, so it doesn't go back.
So that they can hold out for a lot longer and stuff.
For me though, I'm just like, I mean, I've used one of those before, but I'm just like, it almost desensitized me to like, it just didn't feel like as pleasurable. And I'm like, definitely it works, but I was just like, oh, I don't really.
How do you feel about jewelry down there?
What kind of jewelry?
Like a Prince Albert. You could have like, piercings along your shaft.
Hey, if you want to do that, good for you. I've never been with anyone that has any body jewelry downstairs.
Oh.
I feel like it would just be like another extra sensation though, like inside, right?
Oh yeah, it is. So like, it takes a little bit more nudging, per se, depending on the size of the PA.
What do you mean nudging?
Like, you're going to have to work a little bit harder to get it in there. Because, I mean, it's because it has to go in first.
Oh my God, what if...
extra?
Yeah.
Is that like dangerous though for the innards or no?
No, because it's all just rounded pieces, so it's like, it's fine.
Isn't it?
Unless one of the balls falls off because it gets unscrewed or something. I don't know if that happens. But hopefully you've screwed it on
Isn't
tight
it like
enough.
it's like the rod with the two things on the end, right?
Well, some people have that. Hopefully they take it out before they put it in you. Because that's like trying to put a 2x4 through a doorway or something. Yeah. But like, some people have it where it's the rounded. It's like
the ring,
like a half, like a septum. It's a septum one, but through the head. So that actually goes in first when going inside of you because it sticks out.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that would be tough to maneuver. I would be like, oh, okay, oh, jeez.
Oh,
I would be like, you got to go down there and like inspect, and you do your thing. And like, just take care of me.
All right. So I told you that Nick sent us a little website that talks about the different shapes and everything of penises. So if you have a curved upward penis, it's the best thing for you. This is a great one because it will help to stimulate all the right spots.
Is this for gay sex or for all sex?
I think it's for all.
Okay.
Because like, it can hit the G spot in guys, but also in girls too, if it's curved upwards. And they're like, keep it simple with any variation of the missionary position.
Which one's missionary?
So if it's curved downward, they say do rear entry positions. So
like only butt sex?
No, I think it's like, even if you're with a female.
Doggy style.
Yeah.
Oh, like where she's on her stomach?
Or like you are.
Floors.
Oh.
Yeah, or maybe like a reverse cowgirl.
Oh.
Or
the
something.
hat.
Yeah.
The hat. And then
they
the
had
straw.
that.
And then the straw. Sure. Or like, what is it? Like the wheat? Or the grain?
A little thing of wheat.
Yeah.
Wheat.
I don't know why I did that.
All right. So if it's C-shaped.
I have a follow-up question to that when you're done.
Okay, go ahead. Go with the follow-up question.
What is C-shaped?
C-shaped is when it's
like
like
a C?
fully like curved over.
I have never seen that.
Like a shrimp.
Someone have an arc to one side.
It's a Bill Clinton penis.
You've seen Bill Clinton's penis?
That's what was in like the Monica Lewinsky, like how or it was not Monica, the girl before that like said, "I know what he looks like because it curves to the right." That's how they knew that she wasn't lying because she could identify that he had a C-shaped penis, like a C-shaped.
Can you look at the C-shaped?
Just like a little arc to one side or the other.
So it doesn't like curl back on itself.
Like this.
No.
Only if it were severe.
Oh. That is very... Okay.
So with that one, they say try the T-bone.
The steak?
No. I'm not sure what that means. It says it's begins with the penetrating partner on their side with the curve pointed towards the sky. The receiving partner lies on their back in a T angle and drapes their legs over their partner's hip. Oh, I guess it's like you're on your side, but then somebody goes this way. And it's like, so you're going in the direction in which the penis is
Are you ringing?
This is fascinating radio conversation. You wave your hand.
I know. I'm like, I've got hand and motions and stuff, and my
I'm
phone's ringing.
There's a call. I looked at Andy. I was like, "Are you? Is that the call?" And then it's you. The call is coming from the other side of the couch.
There you go. That's T-Bone.
Holy shit!
Oh, okay. So they actually go in.
I love her hair.
The purple
She's
hair.
just like, hey, look at me hold my hair. Oh, he's like, okay.
So if you have a bigger base with a narrow head, this is great for anal.
Okay.
So because it helps to slowly stretch open.
Oh, like a butt plug.
Yes.
That's a natural butt plug.
And if you have a narrow base with a larger head, you want to choose a position that allows the receiver to open wide. And stimulate their clit or penis at the same time for easier entry.
Yes. Mm-hmm. That's the truth.
Yeah. Classics like Missionary and Cow are totally hammer friendly.
Cow?
I don't know what the cow is. Maybe that's like doggy style in a way, I guess, maybe?
Cow?
Cowgirl could be.
Oh, maybe.
Cow.
But like,
Yeah.
I'd be like a reach around then if you're going to stimulate, right? Yeah.
These are interesting.
Yeah, so as we're talking about these different positions, Nick's pulling up what they are online, and a lot of them are just straight
Is that
people.
woman pregnant?
Well, pregnant women still want to have sex.
No, I know. They're horny as hell, I think.
I know.
Yeah.
But like a lot of guys are always... Oh, that was porn.
Did you put videos?
No.
But
I typed in gay.
I think like some guys are afraid that they're going to hit the baby's head or something when they have sex. And I'm like, is that true?
I don't think so.
Depending on how big you are, I think.
If you're that big that you're going to go into the uterus, then you need to like chill.
All right. So, anything else about penises, about the subject, the thing?
No, but have you ever been in a bookstore and you've looked at like the Kama Sutra books or like any of those kinds of things?
No, but I did read The Joy of Sex, but then it scared me.
What's that?
It's the book about different sexual positions and stuff, but like,
Why
I don't
did
know
it
if I
scare
have the
you?
stamina for Kama Sutra.
I don't either.
Like in tantric yoga and all that kind of stuff. Like,
Why
I
would
don't
you
understand that.
Tantric yoga.
Tantric yoga is like
Is that when you have sex while you're doing yoga?
Sting and his wife do this, and they say they do it for hours on end.
Well, he's probably having salmon.
Dark chocolate and coffee covered salmon.
I feel like that could be okay if it was like undertones of coffee and like really dark chocolate, and then it was like a mole maybe.
Ooh,
mole salmon.
Mole with salmon. I wonder if
because
that's
isn't
good.
mole with chocolate?
Yeah.
Is it dark chocolate?
You can use dark chocolate.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
I'll let you figure that one out.
Okay.
You're the
I'll come up with the recipe.
Oh, good.
You will stay hard like bull. All right, everyone. Have a great week. Enjoy those penises.
Special thanks to Andrew Smith and Nick Stone for producing the show. If you like us, please follow us at tugayspod on Instagram and visit us online at tugayspod.com. You can find us anywhere you can stream podcasts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know topics you'd like to hear. And always remember, stay safe, stay classy, stay sassy, and always stay a little bit trashy. See you next week.